Because even like if I can get into like my weird philosophy,
let's hear
like
it.
of just how I operate my life.
We're all about philosophies.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich or whatever?
Yeah, Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it was like there was something in the book, and it's like I didn't understand that I was actually like living by this, but in the book, like they say, there's only two things that exist, and that's energy and matter.
Yeah.
And you can't destroy it. You can only transfer it or convert it or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, and then like being able to tap in like all this energy that's ever existed, between humans, between just life in general on this earth. Yeah. It's the same energy from the dinosaurs to Neanderthals to ancient Egypt. Yeah, it's all just information.
Yeah.
And then, just kind of like that information or whatever, like kind of like, in energy, because energy, in a way, is just information.
It's just information, all of it, yeah.
So it's like, for the fact that this is the same energy, all that information, like if you can, they label it as connecting to the infinite intelligence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where it's just like you can tap into that energy and then create something off of that, like that past information.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been living off of this like principle of like, I take my energy and I convert it into the matter that I want it to manifest in,
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, tapping into those, because sometimes I do feel like I'll have ideas. And I'm a very like visual like art person, you know what I'm saying? I went to school for like design and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it is like sometimes I'll feel like I'll have an idea of like a certain art or whatever, but it's like, you know what? That's more so, then I'll do like some research on it, and I'm like, oh, that's very much so like this artist or whatever. And it's like I had this one idea for like a visual art, and it's like my girl's trying to, become a doctor and stuff like that. I'm an entrepreneur. And, but it's like, I don't, present myself, like if you were to see me on the street, you wouldn't think that I'm somebody that's trying to start a business or someone that's,
I don't. In today's society, we're such a casual society. I never have preconceptions on anyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm black. People preconceive a lot of things about me off of sight. So it's like, because even it's like I had somebody come over. They had brought their girlfriend or whatever, and like the first thing she said was like, "Oh, this is a very white neighborhood," knowing that I'm black. Like she's never met me in person. You know what I mean? So I feel like he was just kind of like, oh, we're going to my black friend's house. and then they pulled up to our neighborhood and realized, oh, there's like a Trader Joe's and like 4 Harris Teeters out here. Oh, this is a very white neighborhood. As if I wasn't, as if like I wasn't supposed to be in this area.
How about this is a very human neighborhood?
Yeah, how about that?
And I'm like, first off, my neighbor's Mexican, bro. Like, I was just like,
weird,
so
man.
I don't understand how you're putting a race on it. So it's like,
Well,
people,
society sort of ingrains that in people. Like the media and even the anti-race stuff is still pushing racial concepts.
Yeah.
When we should be getting past any idea of I mean, why is that important? I just don't understand. Like I understand that terrible things have happened to people because of race, and they still do.
Yeah.
But shouldn't we reach a level, or shouldn't we as humanity be at a level now where we realize that race is a completely arbitrary aspect of humanity? Like it doesn't mean anything. We're all the same species, and we know that now clearly. So why is it still a thing? Like why can't we focus on real issues like poverty and helping everybody have a better life, like reach a higher level of existence?
In my opinion, the constructs of race is a profitable thing.
Oh, for sure.
I agree with
So
that.
it's like, why if the people who hold all the power or whatever who hold the power, if those people are profiting off of the idea of race by selling black this, white this, Latin this, Asian this, then it's just like, why would they want that?
Well, it's just not just profit. It's control.
Yeah.
It is
and also,
power, like you
you're
said.
dividing people.
That's why I don't like the term power with anything. Because I don't think any human should have power.
I don't know. Kevin
over
Gates
another
has a
human,
song out he just released called "That's Power," and it's pretty good. I'll just throw that in there. I don't know if anybody else has heard of it. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out.
I'm gonna have to listen to it. I'm actually a big Kevin Gates fan.
Hey, it's good. It's good stuff. I've been jamming it for 3 weeks, man. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead. No power.
But yeah, I don't think that any human being should have power over another human being.
I believe that too.
And even like with politicians, a lot of times we say they're in power or they're our leaders, but they're not. They're our representatives.
Yeah,
They're
I like
supposed
that.
to be just an extension of us.
Yeah.
Because we can't all like decide every single thing. We have to say, okay, we're going to elect you to represent our needs and our goals, but you're not our master. You're not our leader. You're a representative of us.
Yeah.
You're a servant of society.
Yeah, and also I feel like the problem is the people that we choose to represent us don't have the same problems that most like the consensus of Americans don't have the same problems as the consensus of congressmen.
Well, they feel like they're better than the population. They treat the citizens like children, and they're like the parents of the country, but they're not. But a lot of times people that go into politics are very narcissistic, and some of them are even sociopathic. So, there's that.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to be in. I would hate to be in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm, because even like I don't even like being in the. Ironically, even though I'm a comedian, I didn't do comedy to be famous. I don't want a lot of people to know about me, and like not necessarily like on. I don't know. It's like I want to be influential, but I don't want to be important.